intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
Daniel, number 91.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. John Collins out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then there's Topic. And it's Frazier in at the shooting guard position. And for the Thunder, we've got Chet Holmgren. He's out there with Wembanyama. And it's Williams in at the 3. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Tip-off goes to the Thunder. To the inside, the captain. And he bangs it home with one hand.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Topic. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Here's Collins. Just 5 to shoot. On the mark with the 15-footer.
He's capable of torching you from there. Collins has great confidence in his mid-range jumper.
Here's the captain. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Topic. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
And we're about a minute into the first. Collins inside. Wembanyama on it.
That's just excellent defense from Victor. He just understands how to alter shots with his presence.
The captain, that's good. The captain's got 6 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Topic. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Here's Marshall, covered by Wembanyama. Marshall can't hit.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And Williams punches it home.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Topic. Marshall. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
What's really impressed me is his ability to create for others on the offensive end. He's got a sharp mind for the game, and he's put it to use helping his teammates find good shots.
Timeout called. Brooklyn, they put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Now here's Collins, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
Brooklyn ball.
Pass to Frazier. Clock at 6. Leans from outside.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
Down low. Here's the captain. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Nets trail by 8. Now here's Claxton. To the middle. And stolen by Holmgren. Here we go. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Here's Topic. No made baskets yet. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside for Wembanyama. Holmgren, the pass to the captain. Back to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Pulls it. Offensive rebound. Pass to the captain. 4-3. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 assists in the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
That's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets.
Nets ball.
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Nets. They're slotted in at 9th in the conference, but it's still early in the year.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Here's Topic. Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, just an excellent shot block. Holmgren is so good at using his length and timing to erase shot attempts.
Here's Marshall. Williams defending. 4 on the clock. Claxton drops in the layup for 2.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Now here's Holmgren. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
His defensive intensity made a huge difference. Just look at the 3 steals.
Here's Topic. 11-point game. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
Clemens is checked in for Williams.
Brooklyn,
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
Here's Shepard, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Claxton. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's the captain. Here's Wembanyama. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Wembanyama's got 6.
There is no defensive rebound that is secure with Wemby lurking. That's a good play.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Inside. Lewis with the rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Clemens. Here's the captain. In the game against Houston, very impressive. Clemens passes to the captain. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Pass to Lewis. Here's Shepard. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's the captain. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Pass to Frazier. Fires from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Going inside. Here's the captain. No good from outside. Nets trail by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first. And stolen by Hartenstein. And the Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. On the floor for Brooklyn, Najee Marshall is out there with John Collins. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Topic. And it's Frazier in at the 2. They get it back. Topic. It's tipped.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the captain in their last game against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He finished with 60 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Topic. The Thunder making their last shot. Pass to Frazier. Beyond the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 18. Here's the captain. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The captain's gotten 4 this quarter.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
On the take. Here's Topic. Holmgren with the block.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to the captain. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Topic. Collins outside. Baseline try. And too long on the shot. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Pass to the captain. Launches it. Rebounded by Marshall. Well, Brooklyn's shooting at 30% here in the second. Here's Frazier. No points so far. Here's Topic. Fires the three. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And the Nets call time here. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games, and we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
To the paint. Here's Marshall, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Here's the captain. Nails it from beyond the arc. The captain's got 7 now in this quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Oklahoma City foul. Number 91. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the wing, right side. Marshall inside. Williams defending. Pass to Topic. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And what's surprising, during the second quarter, he hasn't really looked like himself. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And we got to also mention their intensity on defense so far. I mean, the number of steals they've collected has been substantial.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Well, you can't teach height. Holmgren is always a lob threat.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Second team foul.
Here's Topic. Here's Marshall. Pass to Topic. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the run.
An outstanding defense from Holmgren. I like watching him use his length on this end.
Wembanyama, pass to the captain. Down low. To the left wing. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. The captain's got 25 points in the game. And the Nets shooting only 36% so far in this game. Here's Topic. Pass to Frazier. Goes up on the wing. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the captain. It's blocked. Here's Frazier. Still without a bucket. Here's Topic. Here's Frazier. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. This game following their win against the Rockets.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Here's Topic. Looking to get it going, and he drops that one in. Topic has gotten his third basket of the night.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Williams on the wing. Pass to the captain. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
14 foul.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Collier, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. For Brooklyn, good on the second one.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
He takes it in. Pass to Shepard. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's the captain. 26 points for him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The captain's got 29.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
13
And he makes a first. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Already.
Your Thunder, 67. The Nets, 41.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And Brooklyn with possession here. They've got Jalen Williams. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's the captain in at the 1. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
To the inside. Rebound Brooklyn. From downtown, Frazier shot is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
And if you foul a big like Collins, you better not let them get the shot off, or they'll have a chance to put up another point.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
John Collins. 1 shot.
Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. The captain, pass to Williams. Oh, the Thunder, another 3!
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Topic. He has 6. Here's Marshall. No good there. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's the captain. Goes up again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal
It's
foul.
on Nick Claxton.
Yeah, as you know, as Holmgren adds weight and strength year after year, he just becomes a bigger problem for opponents.
Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To the right side. Here's Marshall. Williams defending. Pass to Collins. Clock at 4. Here's Topic. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
Here's the captain. Launches a 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Marshall. Williams defending. Out to the wing. Topic for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Topic. He has 6. Pass to Claxton. Here's Topic. Looking to get back on track. The Thunder pull it in. Wembanyama's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Topic. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Claxton. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And that one good. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pass to Frazier. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's the captain. Banked it in off the glass. The captain's got 33.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Topic. He has 6.
Thunder foul.
Shepard, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Claxton. With the fadeaway. Count the basket. Frazier's got his 2nd basket of the night.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
Here's the captain. 33 points for him. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
For his size, Wembanyama can be so graceful, moving well off the screen just with ease.
Pass to Shepard. Collins outside. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency. At the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Frazier. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. Collins. The Thunder pull it in. Here's the captain. Give him 35. Here's Wembanyama. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the insane length of Wemby, it's a nightmare matchup, especially on the inside.
And a chance for a moment to check out.
Substitution on the court.
And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
On the floor for the Nets. John Collins out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Topic, and it's Lewis in at the center position. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Topic. 6 on the shot clock. 20 feet out. And it's in there.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Haywood. Here's the captain. Inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Topic. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Here's Topic. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The steal. Pass to the captain. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen. When Wemby is feeling himself, he is as deadly as any player on the planet.
The captain, that's good. The captain's got 37.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Willis. Looking to end the run. Lays it up and banks it in. Willis has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
From 8 feet. Again, Oklahoma City.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's the teardrop. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Good work there as it goes. Haywood's got 9 points now in the second half.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Marshall. Off with the layup. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's the captain. Knocks down the long J. The captain's got 40 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Pass to Topic. Releases. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
Assisted. Willis.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Lewis. Here's Marshall. To the wing on the left. Topic for three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. It's intercepted. Here's Marshall. The captain with a rebound. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
Here's Marshall.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Shot clock at
6.
6. Topic for three. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Marshall passes to Bird, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bird's got his first 2 points of the night. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Pass to the captain. The three ball, and another three for Oklahoma City.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Thunder.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the captain.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Topic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And even from...
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you